So the first thing, it does kind of start with the haircut. If you don't have anything that will help lift the hair built into your cut itself, it will be a little trickier. So I do have layers all throughout the top of my head, and I have layers all throughout the center part of my hair as well. Right now, I would say that my hair is a very grown out shag. When you have the layers, it gives you something a little bit more to manipulate with. So that is my first tip. Having some layers in your hair to create movement, to create lift with the other products and the other techniques that I'm going to be talking about will give you a leg up. So if you're looking for something one and done, this is probably it's definitely my absolute favorite tool for creating volume. This is the Voloom, and this is the petite size. So the Voloom is a special type of iron, and essentially it creates these large air pockets in your hair. I put it in all around the crown, from probably the top of my head to about like top of ear level, all the way around, and that is what gives me the most insane volume. So I will have a completely full separate way how to use this, but essentially I just section off pieces of my hair. I will go in and clamp down at those rooted sections, let it dry, let it cool in the opposite direction so that it stays as upright as possible, and then let it down. You can let it down just as is. You can throw in some texture sprays, throw in some dry shampoo. You only do it once. So you only do it, your hair has to be dry. You only do it that one time, and then it lasts until you wash your hair again. So this is an absolutely priceless tool for me. Number two that absolutely anybody can do is don't touch your hair with your hands. It's astounding to me as a professional makeup artist, how many people that I see touching their face and their hair all the time and then wondering why their makeup doesn't last. So the same thing with makeup. If you don't want to make your makeup oily or ruin your makeup, don't touch your face. The same thing goes when it comes to hair. Don't touch your hair, don't touch your scalp. My rule is throughout the day, if I want to adjust, I'm only touching from like about here down, and I'm always making sure that my hands are freshly washed. It might sound a little crazy or a little bit too much maintenance, but from someone who wants big volume to last for at least a week, touching your hair only with super clean hands and not kind of from here up will truly change how long your style lasts. So if I do need to adjust my hair, or if I am styling it or restyling it or getting ready for bed, hands are always freshly washed, and I'm really, really gentle with how I'm moving it around. If I need to adjust things around the top of my head, say it is looking messy or it's looking strange, or I just need to adjust it, I love using a wide pick because I can go in and just gently change some things. I can lift up certain areas, and the oil and the heat from my fingers won't be messing up the volume that I really carefully put in there. You can also use a little bit of a comb. I will do this for my bangs. I will do this for the sides of my hair, but really trying all the time to not touch your crown because it will drop your style and it will drop your volume really quickly. The last thing that I want to talk through are dry hair stylers. So things that can help give grit, give texture, give hold, give fluffiness to the hair when your hair is dry. I have a few favorites here, but I'm going to start off with my absolute favorite, and this is Hairstory's Powder. This is a super, super fine texturizing powder, dry shampoo. I'm going to see if we can get it. Yeah, okay. Do you see how fine that this is? This in combination with the Voloom is what keeps my hair looking really nice forever. But this gives a little bit of grit, a little bit of hold. It fluffs out the hair a little bit, and I will even put it through my strands. So I have it all throughout my crown right now, but if you want to fluff up this bottom area, I will also place some in my hands or in my brush and just comb this through the lengths for a little bit of extra plumpness. So this one I can't live without. I've had this bottle for years and I'm still not done with it. So definitely great value for your money. So I like to use this before my hair gets oily, Once my hair is fully dry, it's still clean, it's first day, I will spray this in all around my scalp, all around my crown, massage it in with my fingertips, and it kind of prevents my hair from getting greasy. Then I will go in and add more whenever that I need it. The next two are more texturizing sprays, and this one is by Voloom. So this is the one that they make. This is their dry texture spray. Really, really nice. I like to use this around my crown and around like the ends of my hair. Super lightweight, gives a little bit of like that dryness and like malleability to your hair. So it fluffs it up really nicely. It is harder to brush through your hair once you have this in, so just be aware of that. Same with this one. This one is the Kenra Dry Volume Burst. This one I would say is more volumizing than this, so I kind of stick to this one towards the ends of my hair, and I will put this in as extra texture and grit and like airiness through the crown of my head. And I like to hold up pieces of hair and then go ahead and spray that in and let it dry. So this one gives definitely a beautiful hold and soft volume. To lock everything in, I really like the Kenra Volume Spray number 25. This stuff is super high hold. It's amazing. On my short layers, the way I like to do it is I will hold them directly up and I will spray and let it dry like that. So I will have all of these pieces sticking out like a kind of scene haircut, or a little bit of that like 80s glam thing going on with all these pokies sticking out. I let it dry like that, and then I'll go back in with a comb or a brush and kind of knock those down if I want to keep all of that in. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I would say it's too heavy to use through the bottoms of the hair, but through my crown, it's fantastic. I don't have any of those sprays in today. Unfortunately, I absolutely love using them and it makes my hair even bigger, but my partner has developed an allergy to all aerosols and to all like chemical synthetic based sprays. We're hoping that that goes away. It's harder for him obviously than it is for me. He gets a lot of breathing issues, but because of that, I haven't used any of those aerosols, any of the sprays for about a year now. So this is just with the powder and the Voloom. If you're looking for an alternative to those that is clean, this is the Innersense I Create Finish. This is a hairspray. This one is much more wet. So this is not an aerosol, it's just a regular spray. I'm not gonna spray it just because he's sensitive to all sprays right now, and even a little bit in the house can cause a huge flare up. But this one definitely is not as crazy chemically as those other ones that I showed you. So this is a wet spray. Because of that, I will hit it with a blow dryer a little bit or a diffuser a little bit and hold it upwards if I want to get all of that big kind of texture stuck in there. But this one is a sugar-based spray, so not a salt spray. I don't know about you guys, but when I've tried sea salt sprays in the past, my hair gets really kind of heavy feeling and dirty feeling really fast, and it falls back down on itself. Like it creates too much weight in my hair, and then it collapses my volume. So the sugar I found doesn't do that as quickly. So this one is really great. It's not as much of a favorite as those other ones, but it is clean, and it also works really well on my natural texture hair, which is like a 2A, 2B. So if I just let it air dry and I want to like scrunch some of this in around the top and through my waves, I do really love this one for that. I wouldn't use the other aerosols for something like that, but with my natural texture, this one works really, really well. So those are all of the tips that I could pull together for creating lasting volume in your hair. Again, this is coming from my hair type, which is fairly thick, super layered, but I think a lot of these could work for people with thinner hair or unlayered hair. You just have to kind of change things up a little bit depending on the hair that you have on your head. If you guys have any other tips, any questions, please let me know. I do respond a little faster on Instagram, so you can find me over there. But yeah, let me know if you have anything that I should be trying, or if you have any questions about any of these techniques. Thanks so much for watching.